Right, bud. Are you available here? Yeah. Hey, what it is, I was arrested week ago last Friday. What date would that be? Have you got it on your calendar?
Last Friday was
The 3rd of February.
Yeah.
Have you got a pen I can borrow? I've got one in my pocket, but I've got that many pockets. Can't have you find everything when I want it.
There's one there for you.
Thank you. Yeah, it was W2060 Territ. I think it was the arresting officer. And she was Territ, T-E-R-R-I-T.
Did you want to speak to her at all?
Well, she didn't give me a search slip. I believe guys were saying you should have got a search slip or something. I don't know what it means.
What's your name? The 3rd of February was the Friday.
3rd of the 2nd, 23.
What's your date of You were arrested last week.
Well, I think so. I can't remember. I've got, as I told you, I've got a bad memory. So I think it was Friday, but whether it was last Friday or the Friday before, I'm almost it. Can't remember. Was I ever arrested this month or last month? Have you got a record of it? If not, it's all on camera, like, you know, so you can't deny it. You can't deny it because it's all on camera. It's all on YouTube.
What was it about?
You have to ask them because she told me 3 different things. Said something about racism, and then she said something about swearing, and then something about suspicion. So I wasn't really sure what she arrested me for. She told me 3 different things, and I've got like some sign of dementia, I think. I haven't been diagnosed with it, but I'm trying to dodge the doctor because they want to keep sticking stuff in me, what I don't want.
What is it someone said that you can do?
A search slip, like, you know, when they stop and search you and they fill out the slip giving all the details of why they stopped you and why they searched you. But she never searched me, it was another fella, a third party, because she said my accomplice, is that what you call him? My accomplice, Mr. Constable Baker, is going to search you. And he walked away to get me bike, and then another guy pulled up, 6'7", and he searched me, and he attacked me from, well, he approached me from behind without warning me he was going to search me. So it's all a bit confusing when you get old. Do you know what I mean? You have 3 policemen around you.
Was you brought here?
I wasn't brought anywhere. They decided to let me go. I would be a good boy or something, they said. They said, we'll let you go if you don't come back. I said, well, how can I come back if you don't let me go? So she's just saying, we'll let you go if you don't come back. So I said, well, how can I come back if you don't let me go? I said that about 6 times, I think, but I don't think she got the message. It's all on camera. I've got the audio. I might have it cleaned up by an expert to find out what they said when they tried to. Oh, that's another thing I'm going to ask for, the body cam footage, because it'll all be on that, won't it? What she said. So she should know, shouldn't she? If she's arresting someone, don't you have a procedure where you have to know why you're searching them and arresting them?
In regards to what she said, obviously I can't see that on here, but if they haven't brought you in actually...
Well, she searched me, right, so forget about the arrest. Forget about that for a minute. She searched me, right, so that should be reported. It's all on camera, it's on YouTube if you want to watch it. Someone will have to watch it because I'm not happy.
Well, I can't see a log on here with that further arrest, so whether they arrested you there or just...
What do you mean further arrest? You're saying she never arrested me?
Well, I can't see a log on here, so...
Well, you're in big trouble, aren't you? Because I'm going to a solicitor tomorrow up in Liverpool.
Okay, but did she actually say she was arresting you?
Yeah. She said, I'm arresting you for something or other. She put handcuffs on me and put me in the van, on the van. And then they questioned me. And then the van driver drove off and they dragged me over, well, say dragged. They walked me over the park. And then I got my camera back out and started filming again. But my camera was going in the bag, so when that audio was up, pardon?
Who was the other officer?
Yeah, it was Baker.
Is it a female?
No. Baker, he had glasses on and he was hiding his police identity behind about 5 badges. And he was wearing that Union Jack, the black one. I thought pirates used to have them, didn't they? And then there was another officer, he pulled up, an armed officer, he refused to identify himself. So I don't know his name, I got his number. But it's on the camera, you see, so I can write it all down for you if you want when I go and watch it back on the camera, because the number's on there. I distinctly remember I had to film it because I got a bad memory. And he had a black balaclava on, failed to identify himself. So I had a look in the back of his car, see if he had a gun or something, because he said he was armed police. And then the other big tall fella, 6'7", I forget his name, he turned up in the van, and he was a bit obstropolous till I got to know him, and then he was alright. Then he took my bag off me, put it in the back seat of the van with my camera in, so he was destroying, well, he was averting the course of justice by removing the evidence. In my opinion, I mean, I'm not an expert, but I'm sure the lawyer will tear these people to pieces, especially if you haven't logged it, and it's on camera. And probably on the CCTV outside the foundation place as well, if they haven't destroyed it like they normally do. Does it make any sense to you?
I mean, I can see something on here that they spoke to you.
But they arrested me, it's on camera.
It was kind of an effective arrest, but it's on NFA, and that obviously, like you said, they left
NFA, what's that?
no further action.
But they did search me.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to see if the officer's in, so that they can come speak to you about why and if you need a slip, because I wouldn't.
Well, everybody gets a slip when they get searched. I've been told by the YouTube comments, they said I've got a prima facie case against the police. I didn't know, like, you know, because I'm a bit stupid. Or they think I am.
I'm trying to see what, if she's available.
So I need to speak to her.
Well, if you, yeah.
And what about the guy who searched me, the big tall guy?
It sounds like.
Why did they all surround me and everything? She made the arrest, and then the others butted in and started putting their sixpence in. I mean, an old man, 70 years old, causing no harm to anybody, just calling the Welshmen a few silly names, and they were calling me silly names like paedophile and that back. But they called me a paedophile first, so I thought I'd better get my own back and call them some names. Because I don't like being called a paedophile. You know, I've got a camera and I'm filming a building site, and they're saying I'm a paedophile. They're all over age, or they shouldn't be on site, in my opinion. But who am I? Just a member of the public, looking after the rest of the public's health and safety. Is all this being recorded?
Huh?
Is this being recorded?
What? Yeah.
Audio? Yeah?
Yeah.
Just been robbed in town. I'm not going to report that yet till I get further evidence. Find out who he is. Probably a policeman trying to incite a riot or whatever they call it. Trying to get me going. He won't get me going because I've got no, what do you call it? Chromosomes. What do they call that stuff that makes you want to have sex? Got none of that left, mate, so there's no point trying to wake me up. Even women can't do that. So how's a man going to do it? That's testosterone they call it, innit? That's it. Just thought of it then. It's the stuff they stick in bulls, isn't it? Or they get from bulls.
That's a fucking great setup, that.
He tried to rob it and I had to put the chain on it.
Oh my god!
Gibbs, that's him. That's him. The tall guy, innit? 2 metres 471 centimetres it must be. Just here you want me. Sign now. Used to have a clock in here. They did in another room, it was the wrong time. So they put the wrong time on it so you're confused and that and think you're going nuts. But they tell you you're going nuts, oh there's the time there, 4:30. Yeah, they put the wrong time on it so you think you're going round the bend. And they tell you you're going round the bend, and if you don't answer the questions they'll have you committed. It's a mental institution, should have took that option at the time. Probably been better off, hadn't they? With all the paedophiles. Don't take it out.
I don't really know if I'm doing that. And the RSPCA is running 2 to 3. So there's not really a form online that...
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Because they say cat's possession of mind, so it's theft, and they can't get involved unless it was recovery.
I know it's very... yeah.
It's been a long story about him. Someone called Colin. I know where he lives, I don't know his surname. I can't listen back.
Vigilantes, look, they loved them. Vigilante, stronger than ever. They missed out the I or the Y, or whatever it's supposed to be. Project Vigilante, yeah. Let the public to attack it because they can't be bothered.
I know he found Victor as well. So, he started about 2 summers ago.
I found the other officer's name, the tall guy.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
2471.
Yeah, no, that's alright. I've just
And I just put my phone number in there, never what the cat's name was.
They arrested
And he
you,
phoned
but
me up
then
and
they
went,
de-arrested
oh
you.
yeah, I've got your cat.
Well, why did they take my bag and look in it? Because I've got a picture of it on YouTube where he looks in it.
You have to
And then he
take that
stopped
up
it for
from
about 6
them. I
months
weren't
and
there,
did
so
it
I
again and
don't
again.
know.
No, but what I want is to stop and search slip, because they did search
Know
me.
where he is. And that Brown-
So they're denying it.
Last operation, so
I weren't
So
there.
have we got an exact date?
basically been keeping
No,
my
'cause I
cat,
can't
apart
see
from when
on
he's
here.
home.
So they haven't logged it in?
Because
And
they
then,
arrested
so I
you,
go round and knock on
de-arrested
the door
you,
saying,
and
look,
sent
you've
you
got my cat.
NFA.
My tracker shows he's in your house.
What does NFA mean again? Sorry?
He aggressive once, but now he won't answer the
Because when on my day, it used to be no fixed address, no further action.
It depends
Well,
on
what about Mr. Constable Gibbs? Constable Gibbs, 2471. He was the tall guy who took my bag off me.
Okay.
So he stole the bag then, because if he didn't tell me he was searching me, he must have stole
No,
it.
there must be another reason because they've just cleared up
No.
what
Yes, I have
happened.
a cat, and he said
with
that
me.
you should have it.
But like I said, I weren't there. And
Well, I need the date, an exact date, because the solicitor won't take the case till I get an exact
you
date.
said it happened Friday.
I said that, but I told you I got a bad memory. So did they say when it never happened?
So it,
But three-
If they say it never happened, what day did it not happen on?
no, they said they
He's done this
arrested
with
you.
other
On what day,
cats
please?
before, and they had to take the RSPCA
I
to
mean,
take
it
off
looks
him.
like to me it was the
His
second of the
cat's like a
second.
biohazard.
The second, so that'd be the Thursday.
Yeah,
Like his
Thursday.
Right, so definitely the second, yeah? So they haven't wrote nothing down, they haven't informed anybody, just to make it hard for me to get a date so I can't tell a solicitor. Well, I know what day I uploaded it, so I'll find out what day I uploaded it, and then it'll be on there. Because I think I got that one up quick, because it was important to me.
It's alright. I think I've managed to find something, but it doesn't mention any. Like I said,
But it's all on camera, it's all on my phone.
Perrick just got on the radio and she's just said they arrested you being de-arrested you, that's all I can
But-
do for now. If you want to put,
When can I speak to her? Jessica, is it?
wow, PT Terror.
But you said Jessica. Why did you say that? Well, I did ask her first name, but she wouldn't tell me.
Yeah, that's fine. She doesn't have to.
But you just did.
Okay, thank you for that. If you want to put in a complaint, you can. But other than that,
Well, I'm informing the solicitor it's the action I should take. So I need the date because they won't deal with it until I have the exact date.
okay, well,
But I can get it off the upload. But I thought you'd be more helpful. You know what I mean? I thought you'd have more information. I thought they would have reported it.
I told you 3 times.
It's not been reported. So they arrested me, searched me, and then confiscated my bike, confiscated my bag, confiscated my camera, and didn't tell anybody.
But you're telling me that I weren't there, so I don't.
Well, look on YouTube.
Just
You must have my YouTube channel.
no, because it doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't matter to you, no, because you're just a member of staff.
No, but it's your.
No, I'm not being funny, but what I'm saying is you're a member of staff, and you're not out there arresting people for nothing, like them.
I'm not sure what happened. I just.
I know, yeah, I understand. I'm sorry. What's your name?
Tarek.
Your name is Tarek as well. Sorry, what's your name?
My shoulder number
Yeah, okay.
70285.
Right, so you're police staff.
Yeah.
Police staff.
But like I said, I
Hang on, I'll just write that down a minute, bud. I can't do 2 things at once. I used to be able to. Police staff. What date is it today, please?
The ball to me from
the
August.
6th of the 2nd.
6th of the 2nd. Because I need to put all this to the solicitor. And your name is, sorry,
I don't have to give you my
sorry, your number again.
Because, you know, the
70
RSPCA took the other tax off and that he took it.
70285. Well, it's nice to know people's names. You can talk to them properly.
Yeah, but
All right. I'm not asking you your second name, like just Joe or Bill or whatever. All right, bud. 702.
I'm trying to find out for you, but she's just been on the radio. She's out on a job at the minute, so I can't get her to come out.
So what would you advise me to do? But you think I should speak to them first and try and get this search slip?
I can take like the phone number and get the officer to call you if that helps.
Well, I've got my phone number, but I don't know how to find it on my phone. Because I'd never ring myself up, so I can't remember it. How do you find your phone number on your own phone? Because I can't find it. It's a brand new phone, and I had the old-fashioned brick phone, and that was great because you could just look up your number. But this thinks it's a computer or something. Keeps coming up with adverts. That's all I get. All I want to do is make a phone call, and it comes up with Disney. How'd you get at your phone? I think I'll have to go back to using my old one. It's complicated changing all them little bits inside. See, I just want to phone someone up. It's useless. Haven't you got my phone number from last time I phoned you? 86 ends it.
86.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what we've got. So I can email PT Carrot and get a call you.
I know it's strange as well, but I know it's like, who'd you go to? And I've been to the RSPCA.
So does it have to be the arresting officer? Well, what about the officer who searched me? Do you want me to speak to him, Mr. Gibbs?
And lock him up that in.
I mean, it would be best to speak to Tara because she's the officer in the case.
Are you trying to get her sacked, are they?
No? Why do you think that?
Well, they put it up to no good. They must have knew it was an illegal arrest.
Well, no, they obviously have a reason, but like I said, I'm not sure.
Yeah, to try and get rid of me. I know that. I'm not stupid.
But you would need to speak to her.
So what? Sorry, can I go over it again? What's your advice to speak to her? Yeah, on the phone.
She's the
So can I have her phone number, or can I ring her here at a certain
I'll
time?
get her to call your phone number.
What? Well, any idea of the time range?
Well, hopefully,
'Cause I've got a-
after this job is whenever she's free.
Today.
She's a response officer, so I can't guarantee a time.
What happens if I wait then? Because I can have a walk around the car park filming all the vehicles.
We shut at 5:30, so if you want to wait, but you won't be able to.
So that's like 3/4 of an hour-ish.
Well, yeah, about an hour. Because obviously, if she's got things to do with the.
Well, what I'll do, I'll hang around for a little bit, and then if she comes back, she can text me or ring me and tell me she's in the office to speak to me, because I don't like talking on the phone. Because so yeah. So what I'll do, I'll go out there and I'll hang around for yeah. I'll be in the car park. I want to go over there and maybe have a look at the trains. And if she rings me and says, I'm in the office, would you like to come and speak to me? I will come in. And then if it's after I go, then we can have it out on the phone. Are you with me?
Okay, how long are you willing to wait then, just so I can narrow it down for you? Because like I said, she's responsible.
But what time do you shut?
We shut here
That's what the RSPCA
at 5:30, and obviously there are 3 officers.
So to me that's 3/4 of an hour, unless that's clock wrong, but you said an hour.
Yeah, because we still need to pack up and everything.
So you're still open for 10 minutes or so after 5:30?
Yeah, but when it gets to
This is my cat mistake, so I've got 2 other cats.
Right, so okay, I'll wait till 5:30, hang about, won't bother you. If she rings me, if she comes back before then, and she wants to get me and speak to me person to person in the office in front of witnesses, so there's no argy-bargy, that's fine. If not, I'll go about 5:30, and then she comes after 5:30, tell her to ring me at her own leisure, but not 4 o'clock in the morning, because I'll probably be asleep.
Okay, like I said, I can't guarantee you.
Well, can you make a note, because I need the search slip, and
But she said on the radio it was stop and search, so there is a search.
but she said she needed to search me for some reason. I can't remember the exact purpose. That me?
Well, I'll put all of that in an email and hopefully she'll see you later. Like I said, she's a response officer, so I don't know how that works.
Okay, I think it's best if I speak to her. Can I speak to Mr. Gibbs, Constable Gibbs? 2471 Gable Cross. Because he's the one who searched me, you see, so he might be the one who has to give me the slip. I don't know all the rules. He definitely searched me because he took my bag off me. And I see the camera seen him poking his head in my bag. It's on YouTube. So he must have searched it. Or why did he go in it if he wasn't searching it?
Right, let me go see if he's about for you.
Thank you. I do appreciate your time, buddy. I'm not being, I'm not being time waster. There's people waiting here. It's very important to me.
That's it. No, if you want it, I'll just find the messages from him that he no longer responds to.
I have a triple claim here. Triple claim. 3.
Well, that's so he took
And then
and he wouldn't go in there and get it, so without my neighbour.
he's out as well. So can we have the same procedure with him? If he comes back before 5:30,
But he didn't know it's my cat.
but he searched me. He snuck up behind us, took my bag off. Took it off by the clips.
Say,
And then it
yeah,
wasn't
but
then
I
before I got
think
home that evening, I found my cat in the front
advice-wise, I
closet
think it would be
of my
best to
house.
speak to PC Terror. She's the officer in the case, so she's...
before
So she's like the boss of this case. All right. Okay.
As advice, it'd probably be best to speak to her.
All right. I'll take your advice.
So like I said, I will message her for you.
Right. I'll be outside till 5:30, and if she wants to ring me, text me, I'll come in and have a word inside where she's safe in front of her colleagues and that. And then if she wants to ring me after hours, tell her don't ring me at 4 o'clock in the morning because I'll be in bed.
Oh no, that's fine.
I don't come round at 4 o'clock like they usually do and bash the door in. That's even worse, isn't it? Not very polite. And if we haven't got a warrant, they might be in trouble. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, you'll probably be on YouTube tonight as well. And if she gets in touch, she'll be back on. There's your pen, I'm not going to steal it. Although the guy tried to steal my camera. I'll have to investigate, find out if he's an officer. Thank you very much. But look, buddy, I'm not anti-police. I'm just anti-police who arrest people for nothing. Sorry to keep you waiting.